So this morning what we've done is decided to go up the little hill behind Park Cliffe caravan site, park site. It's only about 10-15 minutes max. The weather wasn't that great. It was quite windy up on the top. We could see sort of up towards Windermere itself. We could see Windermere Lake and down to the caravan park. But yeah, it was absolutely blowing a gale. And then all we were going to do then was go back down, have some lunch, and then head off into Windermere. So we're just going to head off from the site itself, Park Cliffe, into Bowness and Windermere. The rest is about 5 miles, 5 to 6 miles, but anyway, I'll let you know. This is the entrance. As you can see, they've got pods over there as well. So it's all set up for caravans, camping and motorhomes. The facilities are very good. There's a bar restaurant there, there's a games room for the kids, information centre upstairs, just leaflets and that, but toilets and showers are clean. Can't just see the little hill that went up this morning, didn't take that long, about 20 minutes up and down if that, just at the back of the campsite itself. But it's really, really windy and blustery up on the top. So the instructions that we received from the campsite, written instructions, are basically on the way to Bowness, is once you pass the scout place here, great tower, they do look like nice towers, we take the next left to this point from the campsite where you basically come out, turn right. It's half a mile to here, half a mile. We're now at the 1.2 miles in, bit of a crossroads. Apparently sign there that says forward. If you go down there you'll find a hydration station, or you go to the right to Catmill Fell, but we go to the left here, it says Bowness. So the next instruction is once you pass the pond, and we're just under 2 miles at this point, well 1.83, we'll go over a cattle grid. So but anyhow, keep you updated, and as you can hear it's still quite windy and very light rain. So at this point here, ignore the dirt track on your left, ignore the tarmac road to your right, and we're going straight on, and we should be going over another cattle grid. So there's a cattle grid, and at this point we're just at just over 2 miles, 2.05 rather, not as in 2.5 miles. But anyway, I'll keep you informed, and I think what we're doing is just following this road, this wall on our right. Catch you in a bit. So you just come down the path there, ignore the path that goes off to the left, come around the one that goes, comes around to the right, and just follow this, and hopefully we'll get there. So we just come down the path there, got a little stream here, path off to the left there, and then you've got this high, like a deer gate in front of us, and the signs are saying Gill Head Road, 1.5 miles, public bridleway B5074, half a mile. That's where we're going. We actually went left, and we're just following the wall up on our right here, and shortly after that first gate you come to a second gate, and then again you've got another third gate just here that we're going to go through, and that's us back on the right track. It's after about 25 metres on the lane you come to the style here, a new one by the looks of it, Lindeth Lane, half a mile, and that's where we're going. So just at the house here, it shows you
and then a sign up by the gate saying footpath. So it was a little bit confusing because it said just past the house, immediately on the left, climb over stile, but it's not. You've got to come down here to get across the field towards the farm. Just to let you know, obviously we come across that other white cottage up there, and it said go past Tetherend's cottage and then go over the stile immediately after. I had no mention of going across an open field and a farm, and there's Tetherend, there's the wall, and there's the sty. So the instructions are slightly misleading because it doesn't give you enough information. So that's us, we've made it now, and it's not taking us that long itself. I'll be going timings. It's been wet, windy, and a little bit cold. It's time to go and get hydrated now. And as you can see, there's a few motorhomes parked up the car park over at the back there. But I'd rather be where we are. Catch you in a bit. So that's us down on the lake shore at Bowness on Windermere. As you can see, the weather is absolutely pants. Cold, wet, windy, miserable. So we're just going to go into the oldest pub in Windermere. Apparently it's over 200 years old. Well, been brewing since 1780. Hope the beer's fresh. Anyhow, catch you in a bit. So that's us. We've got the bus back from Bowness. Again, like in Keswick, only £2 for the bus, which is amazing. Pity a lot of other places don't do that. We've now got the half a mile of the hill to climb to get back up to the Park Cliffe Site, and then should have a nice chilli waiting for us, as Jackie did in the slow cooker before we left. So this is us back now at Park Cliffe. Amazing day, even though it's been wet, windy, and cold. Glad to be back. So you can see the caravan site behind us in the distance, and then all around, cracking views, daffodils all out. With the way the weather's been, obviously the underfoot at the moment is quite wet and slippy with the muddy, but the views, for the price of the walk, it's cost us a grand total of now far has been fairly simple to follow. You just follow the National Trust little yellow arrows, and this has just entered what's called the plantation. I don't know if it's because of a lot of trees here or what, I don't know. As you can see again, very muddy underfoot, given all the heavy rain that we've had, not just in the last week but in the last few months. And really at the end of the day, that's what keeps the lakes full, allows you to go out and enjoy the lakes, whether it be paddleboard, rowing board, kayak, windsurfing, skiing, jet skis, whatever you want. Anyhow, catch you in a bit. For the joys of the Sunday morning walk through the woods and the mud, next to the stream, just listening to the stream trickling away. In the distance you can hear an aircraft taking somebody to or from holiday. Hope it was nice. Distinct lack of dogs barking here, kids screaming, the smell of somebody else's fag reek. What an amazing morning. So that's us just come out of the plantation itself and stopped to take our jackets off and looking down across Windermere itself, across the Langdale Fells, further afield. What a cracking day. So that looks like our destination in front of us there, up the top of there. And again, just looking around, there's some amazing views. So this is us coming down, and as you can see, it's quite busy, quite popular. This bit's a little bit steeper than the way up. Again, looking down to the bottom of Windermere and Pool Bridge on a day like today, when the cost has been absolutely zero. No complaints from me, no complaints from Jack. Do finding a hydration station, but that'll be in a couple of miles here. Catch you in a bit. So a lot of people are parking up here and then taking the path all the way up to the top. We've seen quite a lot of people on this route itself, but we're coming from the other side, from Park Cliffe itself, and we only seen one other person. Again, a cracking day. All we're going to do now is going to cross the road, through the wood, turn left, and then follow it along, and then turn left again, and end up back in the plantation hopefully, and then back to the campsite. Catch you in a bit. Right, so we've just come out of that Chapel House wood there behind us, up this little lane, met this road here. I'm just going to turn right and head that way, and then cut back through the plantation and back towards Park Cliffe. So that's Gummers How there that we just went up. That's 321 metres high. Doesn't look very high, and it wasn't really that high. Preferred the walk up from Park Cliffe to the bit that we come down, but anyhow, can't complain. Still looking at cracking views over the countryside, although we're walking on a bit of tarmac just for a short while, and then come back in, like I say, through the plantation and back for some hydration. So we just come down the road there, and as you're coming down the road, if you look over to your right through the woods, you'll see a pond, and then there's a gate, and it's saying no right of access through there, and then come down, reach this point here, this gate here, and then go past there, just about 25 metres to where Jackie is, and that's the route that we'll be taking. So over this side we go. So just at this point here where the derelict building is, we've got a choice: go straight on past the derelict building, but our direction is left down through the woods. Over there in the distance we've got fantastic views, and we've been watching them as we've been coming along, of the Yorkshire Dales where we were the other week. You can see out the fells behind the likes of Hawes, Sedbergh and stuff like that. But yeah, what a cracking day for it. Can't believe how much the weather has changed in 24 hours. But back to the lakes. Now this could be interesting because Jackie on board walks are quite interesting, especially when she's on a bike. She cycles along and then decides she doesn't like the boardwalk anymore and just lean to one side and fall off. Hopefully she's better on 2 feet than 2 wheels. Well, that was a little bent down from old bloke. Small but lovely. So here's one of them high fences. I wonder how expensive a deer fence is. Just back at our crossing point earlier on, just at the end of this muddy pond. We turned right, and then just up by them trees, turned left and followed it through, and we just come down the side here, back this point here, and we're heading north, back this way, and back to the south. Out there, did it in less than 60 minutes. It wasn't a hard route. Very nice. It's going to go like today. I think the hardest part of the route is picking a route between the mud baths. So boots, highway, yeah.
Thanks for watching, and hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more of what we get up to, then hit the follow button, and if you want to make any comments, then make any comments. I don't know where we're heading next. I haven't decided yet. We'll just look at the weather and then we'll go. But again, thanks again.